We're back.
Central Mass, large school,
Girls,
Dennis Shepard, Marshfield,
Coach HBPS.
and we'll get right into the boys. Kind of like some of the Western Mass divisions and Central Mass divisions, you get that core one or two teams that are always advancing to all states out of that region. And this year's no different. It just may be a little bit of a flip-flop in my eyes from last year.
Wachusett.
Wachusett. Stop throwing that S on the end of Wachusett.
Wachusett.
And,
Sorry, guys.
I think Wachusett edges St. John's Shrewsbury this year.
Yes.
Led by that top three of Isaac Steele, Anders Narita, and Tim Brigham. I just think it's a little stronger than Don Master Mateo, Jeffrey Seacrest, and Matthew Katerios, and I guess you throw Tim Walsh in there. So, but don't be surprised if St. John's Shrewsbury does hang. To me, that's a fight up front, and it could be either team. To me, the third team, kind of like Central Mass Small School, Algonquin, led by William Laverne and Jonathan Simons.
Shepherd Hill.
Shepherd Hill, led by Brian Belmonte, Matthew Gard, Henry Wyland. Shrewsbury, led by Ann Schumann, Madagar Carr, and Cameron Riley.
Yeah, I mean, I believe the Central Mass, Shrewsbury, Shepherd Hill, Algonquin are all competing for those two spots available because I think 1 and 2 is locked in.
You mean, no, so they're all competing for the third spot.
Third and fourth spot.
There's only 3 out of Central and Western Mass, my man.
There's only 3 spots.
That's it. No.
Whoa, this is
all 3 of those teams are fighting for 1. There's no wild card, so only one of those teams is going to get in.
So who runs well that day?
For the individual champion, I think it's just between 2 guys, and that's the number 1 and number 2 returners from last year, Isaac Steele from Wachusett and Don Master Mateo from St. John Shrewsbury. I think Isaac Steele's running a little better right now.
Yeah.
But it's between those 2. It's going to be coming down to a kick. I don't see anybody else climbing into that
Brian Belmonte.
Not on those 2 guys' level.
Not yet.
He'll be a top 5 guy.
Top 5.
But not with those 2. So let's move on to the girls. 4 teams in the mix here for 3 spots in my eyes. Shepherd Hill, obviously, led by Rebecca James, Emma Sullivan, Helena Duke, Christina Gonzalez.
Yep.
Groton Dunstable.
Wachusett.
Sarah Maple, Sydney Adams, and Kimmy Harding. Wachusett's led by Bailey Falla and Maggie Burnham. And then you got to throw Algonquin in there, led by Tess Reyes. Strong number 2 in Caitlin DeSeo. I don't know. Shepherd Hill, Groton Dunstable, definitely going through. And then for me, it's a toss-up between Algonquin and Wachusett. Do you have a clear number 2 or 3?
I agree with you on the 1. Shepherd Hill girls, very talented group of girls, and you know, I like Wachusett.
For the 3rd spot?
2nd spot.
Oh, 2nd spot.
And Groton gets 3rd. I like Wachusett.
Okay.
Like everything they're doing, boys and girls. I like them this year.
So let's move on to the individual champion. Rebecca James is the returning champion, and it was a landslide. She won by almost 40 seconds. That's her 19-19 from that tough Gardner course. You know, let's see how low. She'll definitely go sub 19 if she's going over 9%. The only girl that I think can challenge her possibly is Tess Reyes from Algonquin. She finished 3rd last year in 1956. Yeah. I think she closes the gap a little bit, but I don't think she can hang. That's our Central Mass Division I large school preview.